So we're talking about friendships. Who's a friend? Other types of friendships. Yeah, basically. I think a friend is a person who you share commitment with. Because it should be a two-way street. I was initially going to say a friend is someone who you are committed to, but that would mean it's one way, right? So, because you have to be committed to the person as much as the person is committed to you. Basically, that's what I think a friendship should be. I remember growing up, my dad used to teach us about friendship. He used to teach us that he actually said 4 types, but then I've forgotten the other one. So I'll go with the 3. He said there are contact friends, casual friends, and then committed friends. He mentioned that the contact friends are people who you meet, who you know from a particular place. Maybe people from church, people from... And you know how he categorizes as friends, types of friends, because it's not everybody that is your friend. Let me put it like, I don't know if friend is understood by all, but it's not everyone who's your friend. So your contact friends are people who you know from church, or people who you know from school or work. If it wasn't work or church or school, you wouldn't know them. You wouldn't have any kind of relationship with them. Such people, usually after school, you probably never see them again. Or maybe you always speak to them over the phone or something. And then there are casual friends, people who, you see them once a while, you say hello. You may invite them to a birthday party, to an event. There are people you are cool with, but then, you're not really attached to them. Let me put it that way. And then there are the committed friends. They are the people who you can go years with, and you're still attached to each other. You're committed to each other. You share secrets and problems in your lives and stuff like that. Yes. So that's growing up. That's what my dad taught us. That has led me through life to know that it's not everybody who's your friend. Some people are acquaintances, but then in our society, Africa, Ghana, if you go and call someone an acquaintance, they may be offended. Yeah. So basically, I think that yes, that's what friendships are, and we should be able to learn to tell the difference, or live out the difference, so that we live our lives guided. Yeah, basically.
But I think people get offended because in the local parlance, we don't have a word for acquaintance.
That's true.
Yes. And so everybody you meet is your friend, kind of. And I think with the contact friends, I would agree with your dad. At times, even people we meet at workplaces are contact friends. Yeah. So when somebody approaches, oh, I need something. Okay, I know this person renders this service. Let me contact and see if the person can be of help.
Exactly.
So I think that also passes for a contact friend. Friend. I think my entire life. I don't know, but I think I just have 3 people I'll call my friends. I can talk to them about anything. And you see, the lifetime friend is somebody you can call upon at any time, anytime, any day, without restrictions. And you are sure that the person will come to your aid. So yes, that's it about friends. Acquaintances are people you meet along the way. Hi, it ends there. If there's nothing important to talk about, you just leave it at that. And I think basically, I don't see why people should be offended when you classify them with these things. for me, you meet me or I meet someone, and how do you know this person? Oh, we were childhood neighbors.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we are too much into the English.
The word friend.
Yes. You see, so when I tell somebody, oh, we grew up together at this place, the person is okay. But the moment you move into the vernacular, the person takes offense, and I don't see why you should. I think maybe moving forward, the linguistics, they should try and figure out a word for acquaintance so that we can use it freely without getting people offended. Yes, because I have over 3,000 numbers on my phone, but they are all not my friends.
Exactly.
He's my schoolmate, she's my schoolmate. I can call on them at certain
when needed.
Yes, when needed, but they are not my friends. So I don't seriously see why people get offended when you say, Onye madam, he's not my friend. I know him through this person, and they're like, forget about them.
People just like to have a sense of attachment to people. I don't know why, or they just want people to feel like, oh, she's my friend, I'm her friend. And even the most painful ones are the one-sided ones, because on one side, one party thinks, oh, she's my friend. Some people even go to the extent of thinking she's my best friend, and then the other party just feels like, oh, I know her, I just know her from there are people like that. They meet you within the first 2 hours, they tell you everything about their lives, and then from there they feel like they are attached to you in some way. So I think that's also is what causes people to feel offended when the other party now describes them as somebody they know and not a friend. And I also think that generally in life, whether in Ghana or Africa or wherever in the world, friendship, like any other relationship, is something that should be taken seriously. So you cannot just be calling everybody your friend, or I think it's also emotional, just as emotional as being in a romantic relationship. Because if you go around calling people your friends and then you're not there for them, like an example that was made earlier, that someone's friend came to visit and he locked his food in a locker and waited till his friend left. Why can't you share your food with your friend? Or why are you so afraid of your friend coming to chance upon you eating? So I think that to protect ourselves, and even not only about the person sharing food and stuff, if you consider the person your friend, that means you probably be sharing information about yourself, or maybe your problems and things. That's what causes people to end up fighting after friendships are broken, because the person probably was never really your friend. So once you're no longer friends, this person is this person said that, this happened in 92, meanwhile we are in 2022. So I think that we should be careful who we call our friends, and then we should make sure that if we are calling someone our friend, then it's a two-way street.
I think in our part of the world, there's this saying that no individual is an island. We are dependent on each other. But I think people also take it too far, or some too look at it from a trivial aspect. I for one, I'm very difficult making friends. I find it difficult making friends, and so before I'll say someone is my friend, I'd have studied the person well, how compatible we are, and all that. Because for me, I find it as a commitment. the way I keep and manage my job, that is how I keep my friendship. So for me, being my friend does not stop with the individual. It extends to the person's family. So like you said, friendship is an emotional thing, and care has to be taken as to who you call a friend. Oh dear. Like I was saying, for me, friendship doesn't stop with the individual. It extends, and I carry the person's problems as mine. And so my entire life, I'm 50 years, but I can say I have just about 3 friends that I can call on at any time. 2 of them male, and then the other is a female. And we cry together and everything. I mean that's me. And people just, I don't know how committed people are to friendship. But you see, if I fight with my siblings, we can go days without talking to each other. But I am not pushed to go and tell the other sibling or an outsider out of our circles that, oh, and my sister this and that, and my brother that and that. I don't see why we should do same to if someone you call a friend. I think it's just not right. I think people need to take a critical look at it. Even if you put a knife on my throat, wanting to find out something about someone I call a friend, I would die by the sword than tell you what it is. I mean, it's that is me, yes. And it should be such that even if you go and meet people talking about your friend, you should be able to defend your friend out there, and then come back home and fight your friend. You see, but at times people get carried away, and I don't know whether they want to be, I don't know how they want to be seen, but at times people are proud saying things about people because they want to prove a point. Oh, I'm a dance, but it's wrong.
Yes.
It's wrong. It doesn't work
Very
that way.
wrong.
And so I think we just need, as a society, we need to look at some of these things and then work at it to improve our relationship with each other. For me, I think that's it.
Friendships are very, very beautiful things. Friendship is a beautiful thing, and I think that we should all
We should strive
to preserve our friendships, and not by calling everybody our friend, but then knowing who we are committed to and who is committed to us, and then preserving that relationship. I think that's the beauty of it.
I think friendship should be assessed and analyzed properly. Before you call someone a friend, you should assess yourself and accept that whether rain or shine, should the person come to you, call on you at any time, you should be the shoulder for the person to cry on, and you should be the handkerchief to wipe the person's tears. Yes.
Okay, so just as she said, we should learn to assess our friendships, know who is an acquaintance, who is a friend, who is a contact friend, who is a casual friend, who is a committed friend, who is there for you when you need them. Yes. And then and in your with yourself as well, you should be able to know who you are there for, because sometimes people consider you a friend but you don't consider them as much of a friend.
That's true.
So you should be able to assess yourself and know all these things, so that you don't go playing people's emotions. It's not only
Boyfriend,
romantic
girlfriend.
relationships that there are broken hearts. Friendships going wrong can also break hearts, and those ones can even be more damaging than romantic relationships. So
Yes.
yeah.
And I think people should just assess the word friendship properly before getting into one. I mean, that's it. I'm done.
Thank you.
Tea for tanks.